Hail, fellow Tenno. Okay, my microphone's working that time. I turned it on and tried to say something, and then it like didn't pick up any audio, so I realized my microphone was muted for some reason. Anyway. Anyway, how's it cracking? So if I stretch the screen, does that look weird? Because on my output, on my video output for stream, it looks a little awkward. Like it looks a little wide. But regardless of that, today is gonna be a day of locking the fuck in. Alright? I'm gonna repeat that just so I can pick it up on recording. So this will be day 5 of walking the path to 100,000 platinum. We've so far made 102 platinum, which is pretty good. But we've still got a while to go until we reach our first milestone, which, excuse me, we've still got a while to go, and our first major milestone is, again, I think the video will have just released for the rules, but the short version is, unless I decide otherwise, which I'm not thinking I'll change it just yet. We'll see how that goes. But we have to reach a total capital of 2,000 platinum to unlock the next area. I think at this point is a safe assumption that I think at this point it's a safe bet to presume that I've already proven that, farming in early Earth is viable for platinum farming. But I don't want the challenge to just end like that. So today is gonna be a day where I lock the fuck in and start grinding. Okay? So I think I've got the stuff I want to bring. Actually, there's something I can do better. Because I happen to have multiple Wukong primes. You can see here. I have a few Wukongs. But if I do this build, then I'll be running through the missions a lot faster. Which is what we want. So I think it's time to really lock in and get grinding. Let's go. Let's freaking go.
I need you to get inside any data vaults and retrieve crucial intelligence data. security measures. The enemy would rather destroy their data than let it get into our hands.
Call out any noteworthy drops I get.
You're nearing the console. Trigger the alarms now, and they will start destroying the data. Alarms have been triggered. You need to retrieve that data before the data destruction is complete. Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching. Data integrity verified. Retrieval was successful. The target console is nearby. If you trigger the alarms now, the enemy will start destroying data. Excellent work. A clean extraction with no alarms. The target console is nearby. If you trigger the alarms now, the enemy will start destroying data. Data extracted. They won't even know it's gone. We have everything we came for. Get to extraction. Another job well executed.
And just like that, Vicious Frost. Yeah, but yeah, I'm still marked as invisible.
I need you to get inside any data vaults and retrieve crucial intelligence data. Be on the lookout for increased security measures. You're nearing the console. Trigger the alarms now, and they will start destroying the data. Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching. Excellent work. A clean extraction with no alarms. Console is nearby. If you trigger the alarms now, the enemy will start destroying data. extracted. They won't even know it's gone. Nearing the console. Trigger the alarms now, and they will start destroying the data. Keep moving. None of the scanners have detected you. Excellent work. A clean extraction with no alarms. We have everything we came for. Get to extraction. Another job well executed.
Oh shit. They're doubling up. Alright. Alright. Mm-hmm. Just like that, I've made another 18 plat. So we're at a total of 120. Alright. 6%. Wait. No, that doesn't sound right. I think it's 0.6%. Or is it? No, that also doesn't sound right.
Your mission is to break into enemy data vaults and
Wait, no, I know. It's 6% of the way to the first checkpoint. Every 20 platinum we make is 1% of the progress to the next checkpoint.
You're nearing the console. Trigger the alarms now, and they will start destroying the data. You're still in the clear. No detection from enemy sensors.
Oh. Capture a scene. That might be tradable.
Data extracted. They won't even know it's gone. Tenno, be on the lookout for increased security measures. console is nearby. If you trigger the alarms now, the enemy will start destroying data. Excellent work. A clean extraction with no alarms. Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching. You're nearing the console. Trigger the alarms now, and they will start destroying the data. Alarms. Data destruction is imminent. You
The
need
hell?
to hurry.
Did that like cancel or something?
The data is still intact.
I don't know what
We have
happened there.
everything we came for. Get to extraction. Mission complete. Excellent work, Tenno.
I wonder if I actually had that scene before. I'm not convinced that I did, but you know.
Your mission is to break into enemy data vaults and steal any intelligence files you find. The target console is nearby. If you trigger the alarms now, the enemy will start destroying data. Excellent work. A clean extraction with no alarms. Tenno, be on the lookout for increased security measures. The enemy would rather destroy their data than let it get into our hands. You're nearing the console. Trigger the alarms now, and they will start destroying the data.
Hell, dude.
Data extracted. They won't even know it's gone. You're nearing the console. Trigger the alarms now, and they will start destroying the data. Data extracted. They won't even know it's gone. We have everything we came for. Get to extraction. Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching. Keep going.
There wasn't a
Nobody
single
knows you're
Kubrow
here.
that time.
Another job well executed.
Two-minute spy mission. That's how you know we're going fast. I'm going pretty much as fast as I can this time.
Tenno, you are here to infiltrate data vaults and retrieve highly sensitive enemy information. Trigger the alarms now, and they will start destroying the data. Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching. Tenno, be on the lookout for increased security measures. Excellent work. A clean extraction with no alarms. The target console is nearby. If you trigger the alarms now, the enemy will start destroying data. Keep going. Nobody knows you're here. Data extracted. They won't even know it's gone. Target console is nearby. If you trigger the alarms now, the enemy will start destroying data. Data extracted. They won't even know it's gone. We have everything we came for. Get to extraction.
The hell were all the extra spawns there? Whatever.
Mission complete. Excellent work, Tenno.
It's just Frost again. I tell you what, I think going forward, I'm going to just collect the items, and then in maybe an hour I'll just sell whatever I get, or try.
Tenno, you are here to infiltrate data vaults and retrieve highly sensitive enemy information. Console is nearby. If you trigger the alarms now, the enemy will start destroying data. Tenno, be on the lookout for increased security measures. The enemy would rather destroy their data than let it get into our hands. Excellent work. A clean extraction with no alarms. You're nearing the console. Trigger the alarms now, and they will start destroying the data. Data extracted. They won't even know it's gone. Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching. moving. None of the scanners have detected you. We're nearing the console. Trigger the alarms now, and they will start destroying the data. Data extracted. They won't even know it's gone. We have everything we came for. Get to extraction.
We gotten 4 scavenge kits in this one run.
Another job well executed. Tenno, I need you to get inside enemy data vaults and retrieve crucial intelligence data. You're nearing the console. Trigger the alarms now, and they will start destroying the data. Tenno, be on the lookout for increased security measures. The enemy would rather destroy their data than let it get into our hands. Excellent work. A clean extraction with no alarms. The target console is nearby. If you trigger the alarms now, the enemy will start destroying data.
Get it eventually.
Data extracted. They won't even know it's gone.
Wait, is that? Oh. That was.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching. The target console is nearby. If you trigger the alarms now, the enemy will start destroying data. Alarms have been triggered. You need to retrieve that data before the data destruction is complete. Data integrity verified. Retrieval was successful. We have everything we came for. Get to extraction. Excellent work, Tenno.
Sorry about that. My microphone just fell over. Suppose that's what I get for propping it up on a sock.
Tenno, you are here to infiltrate data vaults and retrieve highly sensitive enemy information. You're still in the clear. No detection from enemy sensors. Tenno, be on the lookout for increased security measures. The target console is nearby. If you trigger the alarms now, the enemy will start destroying data.
That is a very slim time frame, though.
Excellent work. A clean extraction with no alarms. You're nearing the console. Trigger the alarms now, and they will start destroying the data. Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching. Data extracted. They won't even know it's gone. The target console is nearby. If you trigger the alarms now, the enemy will start destroying data. Data extracted. They won't even know it's gone. We have everything we came for. Get to extraction. Another job well executed.
Yo, we're finally making a net positive on Lit D7 relics again.
Your mission is to break into enemy data vaults and steal any intelligence files you find.
Summoned by the D7. What's up, man? Bro, real summoned by the D7. I keep accidentally breaking the Kubra bends while doing that.
Tenno, be on the lookout for increased security measures. The target console is nearby. If you trigger the alarms now, the enemy will start destroying data.
That's good. Nothing much, just running the mission again.
Excellent work. A clean
Trying to do it
extraction
faster
with no
this time. So in order to achieve that, I switched up Wukongs. And yes, I have more than one
You're nearing
Wukong.
the console. Trigger the alarms now, and they will start destroying the data.
this particular one that I'm using right now made any platinum? Oh, I've actually made a fair bit. I'll talk about that in a moment, but this particular Wukong I'm using he's more built for stuff like this, you know, like spy missions and captures. So I have a bunch of casting speed and parkour velocity on him, which is why I'm moving so fast. But yeah, I've made a bunch of plat, dude. Currently, we've made a total of 120 platinum. And I think I just got the Volcanic Edge and Vicious Frost from spy missions. So we're looking at another, say, 18 plat there.
You got it. The data is still intact.
So we're looking pretty good. Yeah.
Get to extraction. You're still in the clear. No detection from enemy sensors. Another job well executed.
It's not fast, but it's coming along. That said, I would like to see if there's maybe something else I can do aside from just, you know, spamming spy missions.
You are here to infiltrate data vaults and retrieve highly sensitive enemy information.
Oh, someone turned on their lawnmower.
The target console is nearby. If you trigger
I'm just gonna apologize ahead of time for any potential background noise.
Alarms have been triggered. You need to retrieve that data before the data destruction is complete.
Feels like I only knock out the spy guards half the time.
Be on the lookout for
And then the other half, they managed to trip the alarm.
rather destroy their data than let it get into our hands.
Not cool.
Data integrity verified. Retrieval was successful.
Oh wait, this guy wants to streamline. Any platinum is good platinum, so I'll take it. Mainly running defense and survival today, but you did do spy for like an hour. Nice. You got both of them. Even better. Okay, there we go. So was this guy, like, what am I waiting on here? I just want to get back to the grind. But I'll gladly trade off Streamline. You know, the one Streamline that I did get. I have plenty more Streamline copies if I wanted to sell them, but that would break the rules of the challenge, so. Speaking of which, I think I actually, I think I just released that video. Kind of talking about the rules of the challenge in greater depth. Just update this real quick. Look at that, 122.
Tenno, you are here to infiltrate data vaults and retrieve highly sensitive enemy information.
That is 0.1% of the total progress to the first checkpoint. I'm still trying to decide if setting the benchmark so high for the first checkpoint was a good idea or not.
Tenno, be on the lookout for increased security measures.
Was I live yesterday? I was indeed. At least I think I was. Kind of been going at it for like a little bit of time per day. So
The target console is nearby. If you trigger the alarms now, the enemy will
that
start
was
destroying
slick.
data. Alarms have been triggered. You need to retrieve that data before the data destruction is complete. You got it. The data is still intact. You're still in the clear. No detection from enemy sensors.
Yeah, I've been trying to go live for,
You're
you know,
nearing the
daily.
console.
I don't know if
Trigger
I'll
the
go
alarms
for it
now, and
tomorrow,
they will
but
start destroying the data.
you didn't get the notification? Damn.
Data extracted. They won't
Well, I've been
even know
trying
it's
to aim
gone.
for 5 p.m. my time. So that's, you know,
Stay focused.
that would have
There's a
been
heavy
43
unit
minutes ago as of right now. How much platinum have we made? Oh, right, we've made 20 platinum so far today.
The target
I
console
think
is
currently
nearby.
we're averaging
If you
roughly
trigger the alarms now, the enemy will start
24.4
destroying
platinum
data.
per day. It's 2 a.m. your time. Oh my god, bro. So it's like 3 a.m. where you are?
Excellent work. A clean extraction with
crazy.
no alarms. We have everything we came for. Get to extraction. Another job
Don't worry,
well
man.
executed.
Even if you can't catch the streams out, almost 3 a.m. God damn. But after this video, no, I mean, not this video. After this recording, I'm probably gonna start making this into the video, so.
Your mission is to break into
You work
enemy data
second
vaults and
shifts?
steal any intelligence files you find.
Nice. So you're kind of generally up around this hour? That's fair, you know?
Tenno, be on the lookout for increased security measures. The enemy would rather destroy their data than let it get into our hands. You're nearing the console. Trigger the alarms now, and they will start destroying the data. Keep moving. None of the scanners have detected you.
do stuff on Warframe till like 1 or 2 a.m., then you get chill and watch stuff on YouTube till you fall asleep. Hell yeah, dude. There's gonna be a lot of missions that I just X out of. I'm noticing that right now. Worth it for the plat though. It's worth it. You're done with Mars and Deimos, but you've been putting off Jupiter. Nice. Man's making steps. You're having crazy fun? Hell yeah. I hope it's more fun than what I'm doing here, training for all this plat. Okay, so Vicious Frost 0, Volcanic Edge 1. We're up to 140 now. Dude, this is coming along. Making plat is part of the fun. Damn right.
Your mission is to break into enemy data vaults and steal any intelligence files you find.
It's also tearing through these missions at breakneck speeds. That's also nice. I'm wondering if I should stop focusing on the Kubrows. Because I'm thinking, right? You know, the Kubrows can drop a couple of potentially valuable mods. But it's seeming to me more like the end of mission rewards are overall more valuable, you know? Like, I've made more platinum off of Vicious Bite, Vicious Frost and Volcanic Edge than I would have made if I got the Bite mod.
Data extracted. They won't even know it's gone.
I don't know if that's making sense.
We're nearing the console. Trigger the alarms now.
It just seems like I shouldn't exactly be focusing on Kubrows as part of the active method, you know? Like, I just take them out if I see them, but you know, don't go out of my way to shoot the den and spawn in like 20 of them. That's what I mean.
Excellent work. A clean extraction with no alarms. Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
You know, I don't know. I don't know if I should or shouldn't, but it's just an idea that crossed my mind.
The target console is nearby. If you trigger the alarms
It
now,
depends on how much
the
time I
enemy
save
will
by
start
not going for
destroying
them. Honestly, it would save me. It would save me a few seconds at least per run.
data. Excellent work. A clean extraction with no alarms. We
I
have
think I've
everything we
spent
came
like
for.
at least
Get to
30 seconds
extraction.
per run just sitting
You're
there
still in the
shooting
clear.
Kubrows.
No detection
Like,
of enemy sensors. Mission complete. Excellent work, Tenno.
and the thing is that it's a really rare chance to get the bite mod, right? Don't get me wrong, it's like the single biggest seller of anything I can get in this mission. But the chance of getting bite mod compared to Volcanic Edge or Vicious Frost is so freaking low that I'm questioning whether it's worth trying, you know?
Tenno, you are here to infiltrate data vaults and retrieve highly sensitive enemy information.
Tell you what, I could just ignore Kubrows in this run, see how fast it goes.
You're nearing the console. Trigger the alarms now, and they will start destroying the data.
Actually, yeah, let's just do this run without Kubrows and then the next run with Kubrows and then,
Be on the
you know,
lookout
compare
for
the times.
security measures.
I think that's probably the best way to do it. So that I'm better informed on it.
Data extracted. They won't even know it's gone. Keep moving. None of the scanners have detected you. Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching. The target console is nearby. If you trigger the alarms now, the enemy will start destroying data.
Dang sensor drone, man.
Alarms have been triggered. You need to retrieve that data before the data destruction is complete. Data integrity verified.
Lotus out here trying to catch up. Like, girl, catch up. I'm halfway to the next vault.
The target console is nearby. If you trigger the alarms now, the enemy will start destroying data.
If it saves you enough time for an extra run every few runs, then it's worth it.
We have everything we came for. Get to extraction.
Yeah, it also does depend on how the tile set generates, so
Mission complete. Excellent
that's
work,
also
Tenno.
worth considering. Oh, another Volcanic Edge. Look at that, 2-minute clear? Oh, I just accidentally clicked sold on my Volcanic Edge entry in the market. Oops. That's not a big deal though. Alright, so that was like a 2-minute run without Kubrows. Let's see how long it takes with Kubrows.
Tenno, you are here to infiltrate data vaults and retrieve highly sensitive enemy information.
So if I see Kubrow dens, I'm going to shoot them.
You're nearing the console. Trigger the alarms now, and they will start destroying the data. Tenno, be on the lookout for increased security measures. The enemy would rather destroy their data than let it get into our hands. Excellent work. A clean extraction with no alarms.
Oh no, I'm trying to save time here. I can't be getting caught on the geometry. Alright. Call off that run. We gotta make the sale. But this is what I was talking about just a few minutes ago. It's like, I feel like I should hold off on, never mind about the market. My idea was something like holding off on, you know, putting up listings on the market until I'd done a bit of running for the day, you know? Yeah, trading with other guy. Okay, well that's pretty much confirmation to me that I didn't need to X out of that mission. That's alright though. My dude, we're almost at 150 plat today. Almost. Like one step away. Oh, whoops, misinput. Volcanic Edge. Seems like a better idea. The whole holding off on the markets thing, right? That does seem like a better idea, because then I'm not, you know, constantly jumping out of missions to catch market sales. Alright, this time for sure we'll, this time for sure.
Your mission is to break into enemy data vaults and steal any intelligence files you find. Be on the lookout for increased security measures. The enemy would
Alright, if I can keep on not fat fingering.
You're nearing the console. Trigger the alarms now and they will start destroying the data.
Misinputting so big.
None of the scanners have detected you.
Okay. Yeah, that Kubro, those Kubro dens were at least 20 seconds alone.
Excellent work. A clean extraction with no alarms.
So that's good to know. That is...
The target console is nearby. If you trigger the alarms now, the enemy will start
honestly
destroying data.
automatically not a great look for the Kubros.
Data extracted. They won't even know it's gone. Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching. Trigger the alarms now, and they will start destroying the data.
Oh, I hate that little lip there.
Alarms. Data destruction is imminent. You need
There's like
to
a
hurry.
little lip in that that pipe you go
Data
down
is still intact.
in the vault.
We have everything we came for. Get to extraction.
I keep on catching onto that lip. It's just annoying.
Another job well executed.
Wow, another vicious frost. Yeah, between the okay, so it took 3 minutes for that run, when it took 2 minutes for the previous one. Part of that was obviously me misinputting harder than... I don't know what to compare that to. I was just misinputting so hard there at the beginning, but yeah, I could have saved 30 seconds at least if I didn't go after the Kubrows, so... I'm making the executive call right now that the Kubrows aren't worth it. At least,
You are here
not
to
worth going
infiltrate
out of my
data
way
vaults
for
and
them.
retrieve highly sensitive enemy information.
Give or take 10 seconds, but still. Yeah, that's fair, you know. The misinputting was definitely a give or take 10 seconds situation.
Nearing the console. Trigger the alarms now, and they will start destroying the data.
The point is, though, the Kubrows aren't worth it. You know, unless I won the lottery and got the, like, freaking 3 bite mods within one mission, but that doesn't happen.
Be on the lookout
So,
for increased security measures. Keep going. Nobody knows you're here.
there was an idea, but I believe it is ultimately less efficient.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching. The target console is nearby. If you trigger the alarms now, the enemy will start destroying data. Alarms have been triggered. You need to retrieve that data before the data destruction is complete. You got it. The
Okay,
data
so
is
Vault
still
C
intact.
is going to be the Waterworks one.
You're nearing the console. Trigger the alarms now, and they will start destroying the data.
Did you know you can actually cancel a melee slam by doing another action? It's easiest, and by canceling the slam, I mean the shockwave. You can actually cancel it by, like, hacking a console or hitting the dodge roll button.
Excellent work.
Or you can slam into a slide by hitting the control key as soon as you land.
Everything we came for. Get to extraction.
Control key for keyboard users, by the way. Okay, honestly, I haven't seen that tile for a hot minute. Yeah, let's see how long that took.
Excellent work, Tenno.
2 minutes. Okay, the Kubrows aren't worth it. For sure now. That's good to know. Yeah, man. There's a lot of little text. There's like a lot of little things that you can do in Warframe that make you, that really improve your movement skills. I would know. I have 4,000 hours in this game.
Get inside enemy data vaults and
But,
retrieve crucial intelligence data.
it's kind of one of the few things I've picked up over the time I've played.
You're nearing the console.
That you can kind of, you can kind of do some slam canceling to really move yourself faster. It's one of the main tricks I use with my movement, as you're seeing.
Data extracted. They won't even know it's gone.
When you have like a downhill, it's generally just faster to slam. And then you can chain that slam into other movements to just
The alarms now.
freaking blitz through maps.
Start destroying data. Alarms have triggered.
One of the main
Please
things you
retrieve
love
that
about
data
this game is the
before data
movement.
destruction is
Exactly,
complete.
dude.
Data integrity verified.
I guarantee you,
Retrieval was successful.
you know, what you know right now is probably just the beginning. There's just a lot of depth to it. And once you really get a hang of the movement, it is
Target console
absurd
nearby.
in all the
Trigger
good
the alarms
ways.
now. The enemy will start destroying data.
It's like playing Doom Eternal on like... It's like watching a Doom Eternal speedrunner, man. You know, some of the crazy techs they pull off. That's Warframe as well.
Excellent work. A clean extraction with no alarms.
Of course, in Warframe, you can just as easily,
Get
you
to
know,
extraction.
turn just a little wrong and end up flying into a railway, but hey, that's just part of the process.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching. Keep moving. None of the scanners have detected you. Another job well executed.
Jade Leaf. My guy, I think you summoned forth the Lith D7 relic there. I don't know if we're gonna live that one down. When you arrive, the Lith D7 relics start flowing.
Your mission is to break into enemy data vaults and steal any intelligence files you find. The target console is nearby. If you trigger
Need a
the
couple of
alarms
meme
now,
reels with
the enemy
Titania.
will start destroying data.
Okay, I don't know what happened there, but getting a boost from Volt. Oh, you should see Razor Wing Blitz. It gets so stupidly fast.
Excellent work. A clean extraction with no alarms. Tenno, be on the lookout for increased security measures. We're nearing the console. Trigger the alarms now, and they will start destroying the data.
Just not knowing where they're going, but they're going fast. Damn right, dude. I don't know what they're going. I don't know where they're going, but they're going fast. Yeah, see, that was a couple of seconds lost,
Extracted. They won't even know it's gone.
but that's fine. We're just moving. We're just doing our hustle. You know, we're just doing our platinum making hustle.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
See if I get this.
Nearing the console. Trigger the alarms now, and they will start destroying
Oh,
the data.
I keep on missing. Like I keep on
Alarms have been triggered.
undershooting that, overshooting that, or getting it like just barely short to the point where, you know, I do fall in, but it's after the slam attack finishes.
You're still in the clear. No detection from enemy sensors.
I'll get that one day. It'll be good. Oh, and you can also do that.
Mission complete. Excellent work, Tenno.
Oh, another Vicious Frost. So technically speaking, every Vicious Frost we get, the potential sale value of Vicious Frost is roughly 10 platinum. So for every Vicious Frost we get, that's...
Tenno, you are here to infiltrate data vaults and retrieve highly sensitive enemy information.
If anything, I could go for a world record once I reach the plat point. What plat point? The end goal, 100,000?
Alarms now.
Nah, I'm pretty sure people have more than 100,000. Now, as for whether they got that through free-to-play methods, I don't know, but that's why we're recording this.
Be on the lookout for increased security measures.
Bro, now that you mention it, what happens if I make headlines with this?
Keep moving.
I'm gonna be a news title, bro.
You're nearing the console. Trigger the alarms now, and they will start.
World record regarding this mission.
Alarms have been triggered.
Oh, you don't know. I could have already hit the record. I think there is actually a leaderboards. Like, I think there is actually in-game leaderboards. Obviously, I'm fat fingering half of these, but you know, the idea is there. But if I think if I really wanted to save time, I would be hitting my cipher key. That would make it go just a little faster, you know.
Excellent work. A clean extraction with no alarms. We have everything we came for. Get to extraction. Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
Okay, what was I?
Excellent work, Tenno.
So my current end okay, where was I? That's a 1 in 100 chance right there. Back-to-back Vicious Frost. That's nice. Wait, actually, let's put on the brakes for a moment. Yeah, there are leaderboards. Hold on. No. Nah, you gotta be kidding me, man. Okay, so there aren't leaderboards. Anyway, where was I again? So, the checkpoint is 2,000 platinum, and, you know, considering I'm selling off Vicious Frosts for 10 platinum, you know, 1% of 2,000 is going to be 20, so technically I just need to sell a couple, you know, maybe just over 100 more Vicious Frosts, or something like that.
Alarms have been triggered. You need to retrieve that data before the data destruction is complete.
You know,
Data integrity
we still got a lot of volcanic edges and Vicious Frosts to sell before we're off to the next area, but, you know, if I keep going this fast, we'll probably make it there in no time.
The target console is nearby. If you trigger the alarms now, the enemy will start destroying data.
So every Vicious Frost we sell off is roughly 0.5% of the progression of the platinum that we need to reach the next checkpoint, or the first checkpoint. The next area, it's gonna be, I mentioned it in the I think the rules videos come out at this point. You know, I just I think I scheduled it for publishing. I don't know if it's actually out yet. But there's gonna be Cetus. There's gonna be the Plains of Eidolon. You know, pretty much the half of Earth that's not accessible to me right now, I'm gonna be going there. And there's a lot of opportunity in Cetus, I'm sure of it. And a lot of separate methods that one can commit to for
Get to
their
extraction.
endeavors.
Stay focused. There's a heavy
I wonder how much of it is going to involve the underground fish market.
mission complete. Excellent work, Tenno.
Because, you know, one of the nice things about going to Cetus next is the fact that, you know, we'll be able to do fishing, we'll be able to do mining. I don't know. Yeah, Cetus is definitely platinum worthy. So, you know, there's going to be a lot of opportunity there. Yeah, we could do fishing, we could do mining. We might be able to sell a couple of conservation mods as well.
Tenno, you are here to infiltrate.
You know,
data
even if
vaults
they're
and
not
retrieve highly
even if they're not
sensitive
more
enemy
lucrative than
information.
just spamming Cambria, which I'm sure they are. The fact of the matter is that it's at least going to be more diversity other than just spamming spy missions. You know,
The target console is nearby. If you trigger the alarms now, the enemy will start destroying data.
either way, there's going to be a lot of stuff to explore in Cetus. I don't know if
Be on the lookout
I
for
don't know if you can get anything tradable from the Kome mission, but, you know, I'm also unlocking the Kome mission with Cetus, simply because the Kome mission is post-Saya's Vigil, which is, like, literally the first quest you
The
get
data
that's
is
not,
still intact.
you know, Vor's prize. The Kome mission was designed, pretty much explicitly designed for newbies to be able to take it on, so I'll be unlocking that as well.
You're nearing the console. Trigger the alarms now, and they will start destroying the data.
Though I didn't explicitly state that in the rules
Alarms have been
video.
triggered. You need to retrieve that data
Shoot, we're
before
2 for
the
3 on the
destruction is
alarms.
complete. Data integrity verified. Retrieval was successful.
Anyway, where was I?
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
Right, something, storyline progression points. I'm gonna be,
You're nearing
yeah,
the
it's gonna be
console.
Cetus,
Trigger
Plains of
the alarms
Eidolon,
now, and they will start
Kome,
destroying the data.
and then a couple more Earth nodes, including the excavation mission, which is Everest.
Data extracted.
I don't know how lucrative that one could be.
We have everything
You know, we
need
might check that out.
Get to extraction.
We'll probably check out Everest as well. We might get some tradable stuff from it.
Another job well executed.
Kome, I'm not sure. We'll check it out. But Everest, I don't doubt it. As a matter of fact, let's check right now. So currently we have access to these nodes. We're going to pretend Iron Wake doesn't exist for obvious reasons. And then the first checkpoint I'll be going to Cetus, Saya's Visions, the Plains of Eidolon, and then these 3 nodes. Importantly, Koba is a dark sector mission with Infested. So, and the Infested have different drop tables, so they might provide something useful. I don't think it'll be better than anything that Plains of Eidolon provides. I think Plains of Eidolon is going to be the main highlight of Earth for a while. But Cervantes is also potentially viable.
Stand by while I
And
analyze
the reason
intelligence
why
profile
is
of the
because
unit.
because sabotage missions have those secret caches you can collect. And when you collect them all, it's like a 2% chance per mission to get the bite mod. So that's a potential profit. But again, I don't as cool as it would be to get a bite mod and sell it off to get 60 plat, I just don't think it's very worthwhile compared to the other things we can do. So we might have to put that one off of the table. And I noticed that message just a moment too late. I wasn't expecting to sell the Tranquil Cleave. Glad about that. I need a drink real quick. My throat is starting to itch a little. I've been talking too much. That's fine though. All right. It's worth noting that Tranquil Cleave was worth it. You know, I had no qualms selling that. I did actually drop one at some point. So, we're counting it as part of the profits. Let's go, dude. So with that, we've reached 151 platinum. We are 3% of the way. 3%. It's like such a small number, but at the same time it just feels so significant right now. This is paying off, man, I'm saying.
Tenno, you are here to infiltrate data vaults and retrieve highly sensitive enemy information.
What in the world was that slam attack? You need to grind more mods as well. You need to grind more mods as well because you need to buy yourself some other mods. Relatable. Steps are steps, no matter the size. Precisely.
Excellent work. A clean extraction with no alarms.
Puts us... Yeah, I believe that's... Wait, is it 3%? Wait, no, that doesn't sound right. If we're going for... Our current goal, it's a smaller goal. Obviously, the ultimate end goal is the 100,000 platinum, but our current smaller goal is to reach 2,000 so that we can unlock Cetus. 10% would be 200. Okay, so we're actually technically 7% of the way. I'm forgetting, every 20 platinum would be 1%, so we're actually 7% of the way. Or in fractions, that would be 3 out of 40. It's my bad. That's actually a lot more progress than just 3%. Oh, what? I went to... Okay, so I was too busy talking there. I didn't even notice. I went to Vault C before I went to Vault B. I don't even know how I pulled that off, but I'm not going to complain because it's progress. And again with that lip, dude. DE, please, if you're watching this live stream, please remove that little lip from the pipe. It's so annoying.
Clean extraction with no alarms. We have everything we came for. Get to extraction.
I've gotten caught on that lip like 20 times now. Oh wait, let's just... There. Steps are steps, no matter the size. That is true. Well, I got a link vitality at least. Oh shoot, I closed my Warframe market. There's little things like that everywhere. Exactly. It's just like... You know, I think as annoying as it is, I think that's kind of part of what gives this game... You know, I think that honestly just makes the game a little better. You know, sure it's annoying, but it's also kind of a testament to how long the game's been around. In a way.
You're nearing the console. Trigger the alarms now, and they will start destroying the data. Data extracted. They won't even know it's gone.
Now that I've just said it, I'm not sure whether that made much sense, but you know what? I'm not going to question it.
The target console is nearby. If you trigger the alarms now, the enemy will start destroying data.
It's technically still in beta. That's true.
Excellent work. A clean extraction.
I don't think the
with no
devs ever
alarms.
changed that. I think the devs... You know, I don't think the devs ever made the game into an official release. Or if they did, it was kind of a taciturn understanding. A tacit understanding, my bad.
You're nearing the console. Trigger the alarms now, and they will start destroying the data.
Lip again.
Data extracted. They won't even know it's gone. We have everything we came for. Get to extraction. Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching. Another job well executed.
Metal auger. Okay. Okay. Let's L7. I think just this one run. I think there's a last run, and then I'll call that good. But you know, I think I'll stick around a bit. You know, leave the market up as well.
Enemy data vaults and retrieve crucial intelligence data.
See if anyone's gonna buy those Vicious Frost dupes.
Trigger the alarms now, and they will start destroying the data. Data extracted. They won't even know it's gone.
I also like how much the game is optimized. It really is pretty optimized, isn't it?
The target console is nearby. If you trigger the alarms now, the enemy will start
My main
destroying data.
benchmark for that is how much space the game takes on, you know, on your drive. Because for computers, like PCs, it's like 40 something gigs right now. It's less than 50. And then on the Android, I think it's currently like 3 gigs. Like, what? How did they get it that small? I just don't believe that, you know? But maybe that's just me, you know?
The target console is nearby. If you trigger the alarms now,
That's my personal main benchmark for, you know, how well optimized the game is the file size.
excellent
It's
work.
just
A clean
so
extraction with
surprisingly
no
small
alarms.
compared to most other,
We have everything we came for.
you know, compared to
Get
like your
extraction.
AAA titles, you know.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
Like 12 gigs on Android, but it runs smooth. I'm gonna have to try out.
Executed.
You play at you play at work. All right, let's get these vicious frosts on the market. Wait, no. I almost just way undercutted the prices. All right. I just put my vicious frosts on the market. So, we're looking at a potential another 30 platinum right there. Whew. We're making bank. I'm saying. All right. Yeah, 12 gigs on Android, that's still a lot smaller than I'd have thought, you know? When you look at the spec requirements, it's so low a toaster could potentially run it.
A combination of heightened dopamine levels
I mean,
and
yeah.
terrible memory. You're welcome.
Devs have updated, I think the devs have updated the graphics engine, but, you know, even if you set the graphics quality to lowest, it's like still good, you know? I wonder if I should try I wonder if I should try maxing the quality. And it's free, exactly. It's this game really like I'm surprised more people don't know about the game, really. So what was I doing? I think I'm waiting on yeah, I'm waiting on my market sales. I forget what I was gonna do in the meantime. Actually, I never planned on that. I never thought about what I was gonna do in the meantime. Clearly, I'm like some kind of visionary with, you know, how much I don't plan things. I kind of don't. Oh, dude. I was just gonna say. It. That I wasn't. I'm not. I was just sitting there like, I don't know if I want to do anything. Because if I start, somebody's gonna message me for a Warframe market deal. And then it happened. I, I predicted the future, dude. There's this stigma of it being too grindy, but it's literally play at your own pace. I mean, exactly. And I mean, sure, you could literally make an argument to say that, you know, this challenge that I'm doing is kind of just feeding the stigma of it being too grindy, but I've literally been going out of my way to do it, you know? Like, I've been doing this because I want to, you know? And I'm actually quite having fun doing it. Look at that, man. We've made 160 platinum just by spamming Cambria. That is great. I chose to do this. Exactly. And of course, that's a bunch of time on my life that I'm not gonna get back. But you know what? I like playing that game. I like playing this game, so you know what? Yeah. I mean, I kind of mentioned it in passing earlier, but I've spent a bit of time on this game. It's just a casual 4,000 hours. I played this game too much, man. I played this game too much. Straight up, if I knew I was gonna play this game so much, I probably would have tried to make an actual Let's Play series on it. Or something. I don't know. When did I start? It was like mid 2017. I actually would have been like my early teens at that point. And by the way, that's like specifically this account I'm using right now. So, I've actually been off and on with the game for a bit longer, but, you know, this account used to be an alt, and then it just eventually kind of became my main. And it's been that way ever since. It's 4,000 hours over 9 years isn't much. That's fair, yeah. But that's still a long time. Actually, I've heard that. I was just moving. I was just nudging my microphone a little. My bad. You got like 5,000 hours in CS just in span of before Counter-Strike 2. Damn. Oh, how many hours are in a year? Let me take it. Let me give this a moment. How many hours are in a year? And we're gonna pull up the calculator for this, just so that it looks like I've got actual content going on. All right, so 24 times. Damn, bro. I spent half a year on this game. We got 4,380. Oh my god. I've actually spent half a freaking year on this game, man. Oh god. Oh, dude. That's crazy. Well, anyway. I wonder. I'm still sitting here waiting on these vicious frosts to sell. Currently at 161 platinum, so that's 8% of the way to our milestone. We're doing pretty good. I need to check my... Okay. My Warframe market is still online. Let me see if I can't do something else to with the way it's been going, you'll probably push some crazy hours. Hell yeah, man. One of us. One of us. Bro, I actually need more Roombas. This just isn't enough. Whoop. Wrong thing. Wrong thing again. We all lived together. So true, man. That's my favorite part about Fortuna. Bro, I need more Roombas. I love that song. Bro, who doesn't? Honestly. It's such a great song.
Sometimes Ordis likes to assume he knows nothing. Nobody can learn what they think they already know.
I never actually... I never actually put stars in some of these. Oh, right. Speaking of the I-10 stuff, I actually found one of the sculptures in one of the missions, which was like super cool. You listen to it on the regular before you even started with Warframe. It really is just such a good song. Like no glaze fest, no nothing. It's genuinely good. we want to place this? Maybe there. That seems decent. I already can't wait to get to see this, dude. I just know that there's so much we could do there, you know? I don't know. I want to go there right now, but I can't. At least per the current rules of the challenge, you know? Wonder if I can improve on any of these. I could probably improve on my cosmic specters. I'm just trying to figure out things to do right now while I wait for my for the Warframe market deals. But I think I could improve my cosmic specter loadout. If I'm remembering right, it's been just Baruch with all this stuff for, I don't know, a while now. Warframe Specters. Some specters can also be generated by Warframes or weapon abilities. Oh, right. Let me pull this up. Give you something to look at here. Oh. Honestly, it's not what I thought was selling, but there, sale's a sale. I'm starting to come to a little bit of an understanding that if it's on the market, there's somebody who wants to buy it. It's my first bit of knowledge of true knowledge. Anyway, where were we? Specters? Alright, let's see what to do. If I'm remembering right, specters don't use augments. If it can be traded, it'll be sold. Precisely. So, shuriken when enemies every 15 seconds? Oh my goodness, dude. Blade Storm. It's got the potential to deal some damage, I think, but I think Ash Spectre would have the potential to deal some damage, but it's not really.
Ordis is
I don't know.
angry. I may require maintenance after all.
Cast Shuriken when enemies on minus 15-second cooldown. That's just so long for. That is so long for just throwing shurikens, dude. Cast smoke screen every so often. Teleport when an enemy is more than 10 meters away. My question about this is whether he'll perform the finisher move. Right, because Ash kind of got a tiny buff, rework, whatever you want to call it, so that basically his third ability, it teleports him to an enemy. Before the rework, you had an augment mod called Fatal Teleport, which made it so that you automatically use the finisher move. But they changed it, so now it's just an automatic finisher move regardless, and the augment was changed to a parkour velocity buff. Seems pretty good though. I mean, oh right, the duration for smokescreen also got buffed. I forgot. The duration used to be like 8 seconds by default. But that aside, the main question I was operating on is whether that would use the finisher move or not. I don't know. It seems like an Ash Spectre could be feasible for, just kind of dealing damage. Especially if, you yourself aren't doing much damage. You like that the devs do little tweaks like those? Same. Yeah, that's my main thing about Ash, the Ash Spectre. It's definitely good for damage. I just don't know how feasible that is with, like higher level players. The people who have already assembled their build. But for like newer players who might not have as much damage, it's perfectly valid. It's perfectly viable. Another 10 platinum. So anyway, I think I think Ash could be. I think there's a use case for an Ash Spectre, even in later game, but almost to 200, precisely. We're getting there. I don't. I'm not sure we'll reach it today, but if not today, then probably the next day. We're getting close. We're getting really close. Now, Atlas. Oh no, I'll keep Ash in mind because of the slash procs, especially on Bladestorm. But I'm not convinced he would be beneficial for me. Atlas. Atlas, the cooldowns are too long. Banshee. Banshees kind of depends on silence. The blue and white. Hell yeah, dude. I like to have these, I like my fashion frames. You know, it's not like the most shiny thing out there, but I wasn't intending for that anyway, you know. I wanted the more low-key thing with Ash. So currently, I'm running Baruch. Bro, do you want? Do I want what? Caliban, cast Fusion Strike. Do I want Sevagoth Prime? I don't need him. I already have him. Alright. I do not need Sevagoth Prime, though. I already have 30 plat. Actually, no, I already have Sevagoth. I mean, like, kind of stumbled on my words there. So where was I? Caliban. We're just currently looking through Spectres right now, trying to see what I want to replace my Cosmic Spectre with. Caliban's definitely viable, even though the only thing he does is throw out fusion strikes. But the important part is that fusion strike has armor strip, so that could be viable. Not going to worry about Chroma. Citrine I've already got as one of my things. It's one of my specters. Site 09. Ooh, wait. Cast resupply off cooldown. I'm going to assume that it's a random element for resupply, which could be, you know, that's a bit of a wild card. Seems like it could be good.
Now, who would be knocking all the way out here?
Wait a minute, wait.
I don't think you should answer that.
Casts neutralize when an enemy is within 15 meters. Shots are inaccurate as the Spectre seems to aim at enemy feet. Dang it, man. About Dagoth. Casts wired scythes off cooldown. Scythes do not apply viral when launched, but the slow still functions. Does not cast Rakali. Casts Grave Spirit automatically upon taking fatal damage. I forget, does that heal Dagoth or... Shoot, I don't think that heals Dagoth. So that one... I'm not sure about this one. Dante I already have as my Vapor Spectre. Ember is just fire. Wisp Prime Chassis and her main blueprint? I don't know if I have those. I probably do, knowing me. Nope, I don't have either. Probably. Okay. Where was I? I'm trying to do this. Trying to get through this. No Equinox, no Excalibur. Frost. Cast Snow Globe when shields are below 25% and no other globes, including those made by... Okay, we're not doing Frost. Not doing Gara. Garuda. I think I already have Grendel. What about... No, I don't know about Gyre. But Harrow, look at this. This is a good one. This is a good Spectre. I would say this was like the Spectre people would use before Dante. Because Condemn is crowd control. Penance. I don't... Penance has a little bit of life steal that heals you, that heals Harrow and nearby allies. I don't know whether the reload speed and fire rate affect allies. But Harrow then can cast Durable, which is energy generation, and then Covenant is damage immunity. So Harrow is also a pretty good Spectre choice. $19 plat for the blueprint and chassis. Tell you what, I'm curious. I'm gonna check the market. My guy, that is a severe undercut and a half. These total up to 55. I'm actually gonna set this invisible now. I'm gonna update my specters real quick. So I've decided Harrow's gonna be the first one. Now the question is, what do I give him? It would be kind of funny if I gave him the Tenant Arca Plasmor. That would be kind of funny. So I'm gonna do it. Sidearm, no argument. Bringing Compressa, and then melee. I don't know. Maybe Tenant Agendas. I got the Latron Prime. I do indeed. Tell you what, one now Prime. And then we're gonna... I think it was the Force Spectre. Yep. Wait, that's actually a... Oh, that's actually a... That was actually a pretty good idea by past me as Proboscis Cernos. That should be consistent viral application. And it also pulls enemies together, so... That's actually a good idea. I'm gonna reapply it. Alright. Force Spectre is underway. As for Cosmic Spectre, we still gotta figure that out. Hydroid outdated. Naros outdated. Evara seems outdated. What about Jade? Wait, Jade is also an interesting support option too. Light's Judgment, percentage healing. Symphony of Mercy is going to be a pretty cool buff. All Phantomize as well. Dude. But casts Glory on high. Tries to cast frequently with no consistent cooldown. Does not cast any other abilities while Glory is active. Honestly, if they either disable Glory on high altogether, or if they allowed Jade to cast these three abilities during Glory on high, by which I mean the Spectre, that would be a really viable support Spectre. But because of this little detail here, does not cast any other abilities while Glory is active, it seems inconsistent. Cora. Yeah. No Kome. No Coulervo. Limbo Spectre. Only casts Banish, but doesn't even send enemies through the rift? This is such a meme. What? You're telling me that the Limbo Spectre is just straight up useless? Alright then. I don't know, even considering the inconsistency, I'm leaning towards Jade here for the Cosmic Spectre. We don't really talk about Loki. Mag? Mag, I don't know. Mesa. Cast Ballistic Battery. Cast Shooting Gallery. Does not cast Shatter Shield. Casts Peacemaker when enemy is in line of sight. Fires for up to 10 seconds. Cooldown of 45, which begins upon casting Peacemaker. Viable damage Spectre, I'd say. Wait a minute. Knocko Spectre. Casts Stink Brain when enemy is in line of sight. Casts Bright Bonnet when an enemy is in line of sight or more than 15 meters away. Or if a nearby player doesn't have max energy. Casts Spore Spring when enemy is in line of sight. Knocko seems like a decent Spectre. It's kind of funny. We started off with farming a bunch of platinum, and now we're just sitting here looking through specters. What about Auraxia? No. A lot of these are just... Nah. You know? A lot of these are just... Meh. This is all new info for you, so you're all for it. Fair enough. Dude's just here for the info. I can respect it. Alright, Nova, cast Null Star when an enemy is in line of sight. Cooldown 30 seconds, starting when Null Star particles have been expended. But importantly, that would give Nova some kind of survivability. Casts Molecular Prime when an enemy is in line of sight. My big question is whether that's speed or slowing. Nyx doesn't seem very noteworthy. Oberon doesn't seem very noteworthy. And we gotta consider that Oberon applies radiation, and that's kind of not something we want. Octavia. Well, I mean, Octavia seems like a decent Spectre. She does the mallet resonator combo at least. Which, that, like, pretty much completely shuts down enemy AI, so you know. Mallet resonator. I don't know, aside from that, I mean, I'd say Octavia's got a decent potential for Spectre. Araxia. Cast Mercy's Kiss when an enemy is in line of sight. It will prioritize enemies under half health. That makes sense because that's the insta-kill threshold. But, you know, that does kind of mean that Araxia Spectres is going to be going all over the place because Mercy's Kiss kind of has you leap towards the enemy. Webbed Embrace when enemies are nearby. Nah. Protea. Grenade fan with shrapnel vortex only. Blaze artillery. Blaze artillery when any enemy is in line of sight. It's good to know that she casts blaze artillery though, because that's pretty big damage potential. So Protea is also a decent Spectre. But you gotta note, I'm kind of looking at the Spectres exclusively from the POV of somebody who's kind of already got a lot of this stuff, you know? Like, I don't really need a damage Spectre. I'm looking for a support Spectre, something that can provide good support for me. And I'd say Protea's got potential. You know, Blaze Artillery is pretty big damage and gives heat status to enemies. And then Dispensary is Dispensary. That's about all I can comment on that. Korvax, we're not going to talk about him. Same with Revenant. Like, that's all he does? That's it? Rhino cast his charge, so he's going to be moving around and going to be throwing enemies around. Though importantly, that aside, he would be casting Roar. Wait. When any enemy is in line of sight and 2 or more other Spectres are in the mission? What kind of trigger condition is that, bro? Okay, never mind. Rhino Spectre sucks. Sarin Spectre. Casts spores when enemies within 50 meters. That checks out. And that is also... Oh, never mind. It's not widespread corrosive status. Whoops. I was about to say something. Toxic Lash. Okay, Savagoth Spectre. Reap and Sow. Okay, my question is, does he cast Sow before Reap? While on the subject of support, do you wish they didn't put Dante so far ahead in the quests? Because he seems like a really good support. That's because he is a good support. That's precisely why he's so far into the quest line. You know? Styanax. Casts all abilities. Rally point gives 3 energy per second and 40 shield per kill. Final Stand does massive damage, but with a long cooldown. Decent. And then Temple. Casts Pyrotechnics. When? Casts Overdrive. When? Like, they don't have conditions? They don't know the conditions? Not talking about Titania. Wait. Casts Tribute when an enemy is within 20 meters. I don't know about that. Trinity is a good support frame. Honestly, I think that's about all I'm gonna say about it. Trinity's just a good support frame. She's got she's got life regen for the player, she's got energy generation. That said, when enemy is in line of sight within 100 meters. That's a lot. That's a bit of a range. You know what? Honestly, I'm just gonna turn my Warframe market back on since I'm still here. I don't know why I don't know why I just turned it off. Uriel exclusively casts Infernalis. Okay, so that's not very useful. Tesla Nervos when enemies in line of sight. But he doesn't use but that's not including Tesla Bank, so and I gotta I gotta remember that specters have level scaling. So the damage they deal scales on level. Which is why Mesa would probably be at least decent. There's Volt. Has to speed off cooldown. Varuna wouldn't do much. I mean, there's Wisp. Sadly, the Wukong Spectre sucks. Wait a minute. ERL. He casts Sea Snares periodically. Okay, that's actually pretty significant because enemies hit by Sea Snares are rendered more vulnerable to damage. The only problem is that it says periodically, and that's it. There's nothing more to it. So we have Zada's Whisper, quasi testing, grasp of. Wait, why is Yareli before Zaku? I thought this was alphabetical. Tailwind when enemy is within. Okay, so and I think I've largely finished reading this. It's coming down to a couple of specters for me here for the cosmic. That would be Trinity because support, Styanax because rally point and final stand. Which, by the way, final stand would probably just tear anything to shreds with like. Considering how much damage a player can deal with Styanax, I think a Spectre Styanax would probably deal a lot more damage. So we're looking at Trinity and Styanax. I could see using Nako because Spore Spring is busted as hell. Alright, just throwing that out there. Spore Spring is overpowered, I'd say. But considering the Warframe it's on, that makes sense. Or you know what? Tell you what, I've already got three support specters. What if I had the Cosmic Spectre be damage? What if my Cosmic Spectre was Mesa? Because I'm thinking about it. If I want Overguard, I just throw down a Dante Spectre and I'm fine. If I want damage reduction and like status effects, I just throw down Citrine and I'm fine, you know. I think Citrine throws out her. Yeah. Yeah, she throws out prismatic gems. She also provides a little bit of health regen. And then if I wanted if I wanted lifesteal and energy, then I'm working, I'm crafting my new set of Force Specters, which is going to be Harrow. So what am I missing? Damage. I didn't really consider that. Tell you what, I might do a Mesa Spectre. We're not going to talk about Ballistic Battery because, bar certain circumstances, it's not a very good ability. But Shooting Gallery gives extra damage, and then Peacemaker, it's Peacemaker. Do you want me to show what happens when you cast Peacemaker with Mesa? Because the result is pretty satisfying. But you know what? Yeah, I think I'm gonna do Mesa as my Cosmic Spectre. Simply because the only thing I'm really missing is damage. As for weapons, you could do Vidaria Prime. I don't know what secondary to do. Maybe Coda Tysis? Actually, yeah, that seems pretty decent. decent status chance at least. But it is kind of single target. Ah, who cares about that? Let's do Codotisis. And then melee. Clearly, I'm a bit of a melee player. I tap back into the game, the browser stays on screen. Right, my bad. I forgot to hide it. My bad. That was on me. What if I did Redeemer Prime? That just makes sense considering the Warframe. Alright. We out here. I'm gonna turn off my Warframe market because I'm thinking of wrapping up now. But I really do want to show this off real quick because it is funny. Okay, that's not what I meant to click on. My bad.
The multitude of creatures you have immortalized would cry out in thanks.
A multitude of creatures I've immortalized. Damn right, Samaris. This is but a taste of what awaits in the future. And then I just shoot. Yeah, see, if there were enemies there, they're dead. I don't think there's been a single moment where I've regretted putting Arcane Hot Shot on my Mesa. But what about my Jade? Did I do that? Oh, right. I had this build. I liked the idea of Arcane Impetus on Jade, so I did that. Delete that direction. That's literally Mesa as a Warframe, dude. Oh, here's what Jade can do. I forget that Jade is actually a pretty fun Warframe, because I don't use Jade half the time. Funny how that works. Tell me why not? I know I was saying I was gonna consider. I know I was out here just saying I was gonna consider wrapping it up, but I think I'll end this stream after I hit a couple of Steel Path incursions.
A steady stream of toxic spores is being released into the area. Hold on. Emergency life support is inbound.
It's been a minute since I played Jade. There's so much blue. There's actually so much blue. I can't see anything from that angle. That's a bit better.
Life support on
There we go. The RAM check because of the particles. Oh god. Is it artifacting? Actually, you know what? It probably is. That wouldn't surprise me very much. Oh, the ancient disruptors.
support capsule to the area.
They're like virtually immune to abilities.
More time.
But they still wouldn't survive Mesa. I mean, if Jade can kill them this easily, then Mesa wouldn't have an issue at all. God, I can also do the alt fire. Well, look at them damage numbers. Them damage explosions, man. By the way, I guess it's worth saying right now that we're not doing the 100,000 platinum challenge at the moment.
Prepare for life support.
Because if I were operating under the rule set right now, I shouldn't be in Steel Path. I think I should, like, add something to kind of
Another life support capsule.
let viewers know when I'm doing the challenge and when I'm not. You know? Like, there's something I could add something. I just gotta figure out what exactly I add, you know? And apparently I've already been blasting for 3 minutes. I don't even know how it's been 3 minutes. Would it be a safe guess to reason that the stream quality has taken a massive nosedive? Also, that is literally the worst acolyte I could have spawned. No, you stay over there. Thank you. In case you didn't know, that guy has an ability called Silence, and that literally disables your abilities.
Life support incoming.
Changing the title once I switch to something else? Yeah, that's doable. I could do that. That said, I'm not going to be doing much more on the stream, so... I'll just leave it. We'll just pretend we're still in the challenge, though we're not.
Additional life support has
That's a
arrived.
joke, obviously. Bro, they keep on firing out their fart clouds. Oh. Dude, the Mutalist Ospreys do not like me.
Extraction.
This is what I get for playing Jay.
Spore saturation is nearing critical mass. After that save you.
That's fine, I'm getting out of here. I'm getting out of here. Extraction is right there. Alright.
And so we learn the importance of clarity and purpose.
Yeah. One. Oh, I have to do the assassination mission. I think that's the last thing I'll do, though. Freaking 4 Wukong primes. I feel like that's pretty clear evidence that I might main Wukong, you know? Anyways. What? What? Never mind. Figured out the weapon. Koda Hirudo. I want to try out my Kunai Prime against this thing. Let's try it. Kunai Prime versus the Fragmented. I guess this area comes with an inherent spoiler warning. But
The great indifference spreads desolation via the mechanism of its fearsome.
you might need one more to fully check.
The Vitrium scanners shall
Yeah,
aid
that's
location
a good point. I might need a 5th one.
Open a fleeting eye into the abyss, Trainer.
That is actually a crazy statement, though.
Does its potent work.
What?
Quickly, the eyes! Run and run!
Just so you know, the next couple of streams might not... Okay, but what? Oh, that's why my fire rate is so fast. I have reinforced bond on my sentinel, that's why my fire rate is so fast. Guzzling. Can I hit that thing once? This is why I love my kunai, man. I'm saying. Like, this thing has no right to be so strong.
Keep them away! The Vitrium cannot see with those things around it. I mean, what are you thinking?
What on earth? Yeah, we're just gonna go to 30 eyes. We're not gonna do 60. Obviously.
But our work is not yet complete. Repeat the process.
Listen, I'm crazy, but I'm not stupid. Okay? And going after the 60 eyes is stupid. Especially with this loadout. Will not be commenting further on what 60 eyes means.
Observe. The murmur seeks to protect its eyes. Ha! I've got a
Okay, I got that one. Did I get the severed? Hey, stop! Stop overguarding your friends. That's not cool. Only I get to do that, and I'm not even playing a Warframe with overguard. Alright, we gotta get to 30. Why is the Vitrium gotta be down here? Oh, man. Well, alright. Let's get this dealt with. One fragment. Two fragments. 3 fragments. Oh, my combo built up. What did I say about blocking Vitriums? Oh, okay. Go back down.
Oh, success! The Vitrium beholds the swarm! Ha ha ha! Attack now! If you keep searching, you risk discovering a purer, more virile foe.
I thought there was only one eye left, but I didn't realize that was 2.
The beast sleeps here. We it.
Alright. Let's bring it on.
Defeat the tide to face the one.
Oh yeah, dude, I'm playing Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, except I've got electricity that somehow arcs to enemies that are like freaking 20 meters away from me. What am I, a walking Tesla coil? Alright, that should be this one, yes.
Manifest as one. Steel yourself and attack.
No, not as much damage as I expected. That's kind of disappointing. Oh, you know what it is? I don't have any galvanized charges on this thing. That's why. Okay. We'll probably do better by, you know, punching out this guy. Interesting, there's a dead zone. Apparently didn't bring the damage for this thing. What? Okay. No, you're not telling me the weak point hits don't count as... No. Well, guess I'm just gonna punch this guy until he falls over. stand by. This might take a while. While I'm busy punching this thing, I might as well comment that, yeah, usually I don't take too long to fight this thing, but I guess I didn't have my galvanized mod built up or something, so, yeah, here we are. Oh, you're kidding. Do I not even have Blood Rush? Oh. Well, that blows. And by the way, bosses do take a lot. They are a lot tougher on Steel Path. You know, they just have a lot more health. Especially the earlier bosses, like Captain War, you'll find he's way tougher to fight on Steel Path compared to normal mode. Alright. Oh, you gotta be kidding me, man. There we go. Got a little more damage. Thanks to Worm Prime. And also, me now having some galvanized stacks. Steel Path will skill check you. Oh yeah, it doesn't play around. By the way, notice how much damage I'm dealing to this thing now. Look at that health bar. It's just getting chunked.
As it was written, so has it come to pass.
I feel like skill check is,
slain the many-armed
you know,
envoy. Vashtav, Mara.
it's definitely true to an extent that it's, you know, it kind of it definitely separates, you know, like the rookies from the, I don't know, it separates the strong from the weak. You know,
Tenno, our work goes on.
but there are things you can do to help bridge that gap, such as you know, specifically when you go to a relay, I think it's after you've cleared the base star chart. Like every node on the base star chart, you can unlock arbitrations. Which is like an hourly elite alert. Really good source of farming, I know. And you can also come over to this guy to get some things from him.
Have you survived arbitration? Honors await you.
And you can get some really good mods from it. So, you know, power donation, rolling guard, preparation, adaptation. That's one I really recommend. You know. But the most important mods you get from this are going to be the galvanized mods. And I'd say particularly savvy, Galv savvy, Galv aptitude, Galv shot. Those have like the conditioned overload effect for melee for your guns. And that's like a really big source of damage. That said, I'm pretty sure you can make something work in Steel Path without those, but it's really kind of the easiest way to do it. Well, anyway. I've been live for an hour longer than I was intending, because I got caught up with a bunch of Spectre hunting. But you know what? I'm glad I decided on that. Holy. I needed that stretch. But, anyway. I'm gonna call it there. I have a bunch of footage to go through. I have a lot of footage to go through. I want to make a couple of montages, So the past 5 days, I've been recording footage so that I can put it together in the first episode of this series. So, I'm not gonna give any promises of when I can release the episode, because I'm gonna be doing all the video editing myself. I'm gonna be doing voiceovers for it. It's a lot of stuff to work through, but I'm gonna try and make it pretty good quality. I'm kind of taking a quality over quantity approach to content here. So, I'll figure it out. I'll see what I can do about that. But the footage I have recorded for the past few days, I'll put together into a video and get it out at some point. So, yeah, that's about it from me. You gonna go sleep as well? Alright, man. You have a good sleep, yeah? And, I guess I'll get right to work on that video. Regardless of that, until next time, Deno, thanks for watching.